Sweet and smoky, yes. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we have a Finlaggan Ellean Mor here on my cask, and it's a whiskey without a name or without the name of a distillery on it. So it's a no-name whiskey, as it's said, as they are called typically, and it's 46% ABV, quite strong. And the only thing we know is it's from Islay, the Isle of Islay, off the west coast of Scotland, the Inner Hebrides. And the name Finlaggan comes from the old castle, the ruin which is still there. And there's also the Loch Finlaggan, a sweetwater loch in the middle of Islay, in the west of Portiscake. And in this sweetwater loch, there are 3 islands, and 2 of them are called Eilean Mor, which means large island. And at this Finlaggan castle, the Lord of the Isles, the emperors of the island, were crowned, and they were their center of gravity. And then in the 13th, 14th century, Islay fell to the King of Scotland. It was James the Third, Fourth, Fifth, whatever, Fourth, James the Fourth. And so Islay is still not part of Great Britain. Islay is part of the United Kingdom. Quite important, looking into detail, you can see it at the zip codes of Islay. Yeah, there's a video where all these things about England, Great Britain, the United Kingdom, the Commonwealth of Nations, and so on, and Guernsey, Jersey, Isle of Man, they do not belong to the United Kingdom. No, they are in the possession of the crown and whatever. There's a video with a fast pace of speech, so be careful, learn it, and then you know what history in Great Britain means. Yeah, that's what's said here in the back. Yeah, today a charitable organization named the Finlaggan Trust maintains the site, and the Vintage Malt Whisky Company Limited, the producer of this whiskey, is a proud supporter of the trust. And you often hear, this whiskey comes from... So nothing of this is true. Those names of the distilleries are typically, used to promote the sales of these bottles from the dealership. And the company is not allowed to tell from which distillery this whiskey is, and they won't tell because otherwise they will come into legal struggle with the proprietors of the distillery, because it's a registered trademark. All those names of the distilleries, look at those bottles, there's always Nara and TM on it. So you can't use those names. No, therefore, the distillery said, if you want to use our name, you have to pay 3-5 times the price of the cask to compensate us for the effort we put into the brand name. You have to pay for this brand name to use it. And because with these high prices, it won't never calculate to a positive figure the sale of such a bottle. They say, no, thank you. We use our own name, and so they are called no-name whiskey. It has a name, Finlaggan, but it's not a name of a known distillery. Already smoky. Here in the back there are some Tasting notes: nose, sweet and peat smoke. Medicinal notes, touch of sea salt. Palate, full-bodied with spicy peat smoke, tar and iodine. Light oiliness and sweet malt, wonderfully mouth-filling. Finish, smoking embers, long and drying slightly. The price of this bottle is not too high. It's in the 30s, so you can afford it. Sweet and smoky, yes. Not this full, stinky, phenolic smoke, but a aromatic note showing, definite phenols. And the salt, no, not yet. And the smoke is covering the ABV, 46%, quite well. So there's smoke and nothing else. Ooh. Oh. In the beginning there's oiliness and lightness, and then full body, and then spiciness, and I can't tell you if the spiciness comes from an oak cask or comes from the distillery character from the pot stills. No idea. The smokiness, and some tar, not too definite. And the iodine, no, probably a little bit. And then sweetness in the aftertaste, and definite longer aftertaste. It's a well done whiskey, but it lacks a little bit the cask influence. But if you like younger whiskies, intense whiskies, smoky whiskies, then go for this bottle. And if you want to discuss this bottle with us, please do so on the vlog on Whisky.com, and I'm happy to answer your questions there.